Hello there, and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis as Milan. Hope you are well and having a good weekend in my case. So if you are watching this on a Monday, I hope you're having a good week as well. So when we left off, we had recently acquired several new things. Episode before the last, we'd acquired our cores back, plus one extra province from Venice, and subsequently we had acquired Mantua as a new vassal, as well as returned Ferrara's core to them. We also had engaged in a little side war with Burgundy on behalf of our Austrian allies. We got nothing out of that, some experience, I guess. That's always valuable. We also got no favors out of it, since it was an imperial defense war and resulted in a white peace anyhow. So that had led us to question our alliance in general with Austria, which we got in the first place anyhow, because we were in the HRE at the time. The Shadow Kingdom is now fired. There is no real reason to stay in now. The only provinces in the region which remain in the HRE are free cities anyhow, so there's not anything we could do about them even if we were in the HRE. The only exception to that rule is this province of Trent, which I kind of would like. It's not technically in our area or in our other larger regions. It is in, what is this called, in Tyrol. But it would be a nice place to keep a fort in a province that otherwise does not have a ton of value. That way we don't have to build forts down here where we'd rather be building other things. Something to think about. I could see a possible option there, or a possible route, because they are allied with Bohemia and Austria is a rival to Bohemia. So there may be a time when Austria is fighting Bohemia and will not defend them, or cannot defend them. We will see how that pans out. If not a huge priority. The question, though, had arisen as to whether or not we just simply wanted to totally abandon Austria and switch over to the French side. At present, their military strengths are relatively equivalent, aside from the French having stronger manpower. But we all know how this goes. The French long-term will have more potential. They seem to be off to a fine start. The occasional playthrough where you see them implode does not seem likely here. So I believe it is time to switch over. We will do that shortly. But first, let's take care of the matters at hand here. We have to take care of this little rebellion. We don't have any provinces to core, so that is good. Once the rebellion is taken care of, we can get our troops doing other things, and also start preparing them for the next conquest. The next conquest will likely be down in Genoa again. There are two remaining little territories here. That does mean we are going to need a couple of ships. Unfortunately, we only have one province for building ship, and our vassal's province is busy building a bark, so we will just have to build them one after another there. That will take about 2 years, so they'll be about ready by the time our truce is up anyhow. I think 2 is better than 1 because, attrition, and who knows, maybe they put a little stack here. Who knows, maybe they put a stack of 7 there, in which case none of it really helps, and then we just have to pass up on occupying Corsica. We shall deal with that when it happens. You will see that our stability is still a bit low. I am going to not raise it manually though, because I'm just adjusting some sound levels here for myself, because we are very close to having 100 papal influence, in which case I will use that to raise the stability. That will raise it to 0, which officially ends then the Golden Ambrosian Republic disaster, removing the stability cost modifier and allowing us also to complete a mission, which will further lower stability costs. Then we can use a much smaller amount of admin power to up our stability to +1, thereby completing our mission. That's rather a complicated and convoluted little path, isn't it? Alright, it's simpler than it seems. I did also remark that we actually do have a lot of aggressive expansion. It's kind of actually good we could not take more from Venice because we aren't in coalition territory, not even close. Nonetheless, everybody kind of has 43. Somebody down here I think has 48. So we do have to, pick a few people. Obviously not Florence, they're our new rival. But pick some people, improve relations, just to keep the probability of any coalition as minimal as possible. Would suck if we couldn't take some province that we wanted. In that spirit, I am going to pull back my diplomat from Ferrara. I would like to actually integrate them, and then we will, as soon as we've got a diplomat free, we will get on that. A third diplomat would be really useful right now. Maybe we'll get an event that gives that to us, because we're not going to really be taking any idea group that does that for us early on. I will start then with that diplomat by canceling some of these alliances. Let's do our reshuffle. We also are one over in Genoa, so we can't just swap out Austria for France. We've got to get rid of somebody. As much as I wanted to try to trick Bologna into revoking their free city status, it's a roll of the dice. It is about 50-50 that it happens, that they actually are suckered into taking an extra province. I don't think it's worth it to keep that alliance just for that small probability. That being said, we will be relatively soon breaking our alliance with Savoy as well, because that is prime expansion territory for us. As for Bologna, that will also maybe wait until, I don't know, the Ottomans attack Austria, and then we, dive in there when it's a little bit easier. They are allied as well to the Papal State, which is sad, but could give us an opportunity to, acquire stuff from the Papal State without actually directly attacking them, and then rebuild our alliance right away. I've done that in many games in the past. I like to kind of partially dismantle them slowly without them really knowing that it's me behind it, sort of. Then that way you can keep them friendly until the final blow at the very end, so you don't get excommunicated. As a republic, though, excommunication isn't necessarily as much of an issue, because you can just make sure that your leader, the captain and defender, is not re-elected. Alright, I've gone over enough admin stuff, I believe, now, so let's get these new alliances up and running. Ottomans want military access. They're finished with their war against Venice. I say, let's get going, and we go 2 days forward and then pause again. So they can have that. And let's make this big decision. Let's break our alliance with Austria. We have no favors anyways, really. 3, it hardly counts. We may end up regretting this. We'll see. I don't think so, though. And then let's offer an alliance instead to France. Yay, our new friends. And we've actually been working on improving relations with them for quite some time as well. So we've already gotten kind of nice, good, high relations. Harness the Swiss. I should check that mission here really quick. France accepted our offer. Milan has won a war using mercenaries from Switzerland or Romania. Mercenary cost and mercenary discipline will go down for 30 years. We can do that at any time in the future. I'm in no rush. Yeah, no. Pretty low priority. We can also make another state there. Yes, let's do that. There we go. And now let's move forward and take on these rebels. After one more thing. After we build 2 more infantry to help us out. The reason I'm doing that is, combat with this 24 right now. We've got a 20 stack there, so do they. They have 6 cav, though. Don't really like that. We've got a better general. That general does have cavalry flanking ability, so it would be nice if we could actually flank them, which means we need to have more troops than them. So, that being said, I would just let them carry on with their siege. They did take a nice tick there, though. If they look like they're going to win, we'll rush in. Ventuo has high liberty desire, no surprise there. Let's see if we can pay off a debt. They don't have any debt, we must have not indebted them enough. That's alright then, they can just pay unloyal. And in the meantime, we take our other diplomat, 48, and start improving with some of the little miners in the area. Now we can move the clock forward. 7%. Wow, that's not nice. Alright, we've got a conquest CD against Florence, and a death of a merchant. Don't really think we can still afford a level 2. We probably could. 8% cheaper production efficiency. How much would he cost then? Level 2 generally costs 451, instead he would cost 225. Even with everything activated, we're still making a profit of that amount, so actually that makes total sense. And we'll get some prestige out of it, which will help burn off some of that AE. Alright, let's get that. We won't hire him right away, because I think he's actually here. Yeah, and we want to wait till we raise our stability first, so don't let me forget that. Come on, get these, 21%. Their morale's going to be a tiny bit low. Got some really good kicks on that siege. So they're going to come in on the 20th. When would you get in, my friend? You get in on the 22nd, just to join in. Or, well, no, you know, let's, I should have plenty of time to get him over. There we go. And then merge him up. Plenty. Now, we will come in on the 29th. Let's see if we can get it on the first of the month instead, so that those 2 new units have time for 1 more tick. There we go. Easy battle, easy battle. Well, they're sitting here, returning to normal manpower. I can drill them up a little bit. Got a change in policy notification here. Some provinces lack cores. I wanted to just do the quick math and figure out whether I actually wanted to core that, or whether I feel like I'm so far behind in tech that I should wait. I'm gonna wait. I just like to state it up and leave that little constant reminder up there that I am missing a core. A change of policy. So, we'll be upsetting some neighbors. Bologna, our until recently an ally, and the nobility will gain some loyalty, or we're gonna lose 10 prestige. I didn't really want to upset them so terribly right away, but you know, that's just gonna have to be that they will be one of those people that we always have to keep an eye on for possible coalitions then. Alright, they are up to 38, that is plenty. Who else have we got that might get upset at us? Siena, but gosh, the allied to rival thing is really limiting us. Trent, yeah, Provence is a rival, so they're always going to hate us. Burgundy probably hates us due to the last war. They seem to actually love us though, and if we were actually the right type of government, they might be willing to royal marry us, and maybe we could acquire some extra territory. But well, they are not somebody who's going to get upset though about our aggressive expansion. They are probably just barely far enough away. Tell you what, then we'll get somebody working on Siena. It'll take the longest anyways. Everybody else can maybe be cheered up while we are actually at war. We can actually start bringing some ports down here too. I totally slipped my mind. We want to bring them all down. Yes, looks like it. So we can then use the mothball ports. I'm actually going to turn off this automatically raising and lowering maintenance. I usually remember to do it. When your country's this small, you generally will want them all up anyways. What was that notice that just went away? Something important, probably. Now, probably just about my reinforcements for my troops. Should we then keep our troops? We're making tons of money. We might as well keep them drilling. Oh, there's no reason not to. Excellent. That is the nice thing about playing a country like Milan. Sure, it has lots of challenges, but boy is it nice to not have to immediately be worrying about money. Trade. Definitely want to get ourselves in the marketplace in Genoa. We are short a rival, okay. Venice and Switzerland. Our only rivals. We could make Burgundy a rival. Florence, I thought Florence was a rival. Maybe they immediately got removed, actually. That said they were no longer valid, and now they are again because they took Lucca over. I'm very torn between Florence or Savoy. It is a little bit sad to get rid of the alliance with Savoy this soon. I would have preferred one or two more little things, but it might actually be the best move. I want to pull a diplomat home on the first of the month. Siena, they can just, Memento would have been wiser. Wanted to just check a quick declare war thing here to see how France would come up them. Alright, not great. France is allied with them too, so we don't want to rival them. Doesn't really help my situation in the determining what to do field, at least then. We could also make it Burgundy and surpass them when they fall apart, assuming they do fall apart. No reason to do that. I like to keep it realistic and either choose Savoy or Florence. We can go then with the Florence route. I believe we'll surpass Switzerland soon enough, and then we can shift over to having Savoy be a rival. Just that we might not be able to do much against Florence for a while unless we found an indirect path to them. Yeah, the Papal State is their rival anyway, so we were never going to be friends with them. Alright, now I just kind of want to get to the point where we can attack these fellas. That will be in March of 70, so getting close. I also really want to get my stability back, and we're so close. This is going up by, like 3 something a month, I guess. 396 a month. We are only a little over a year and some change away from that. I'll try not to pause too much between then and now so that we can, get to the next war. This is going to be a pretty boring war, though, honestly, because I'm not going to send my troops all the way over to the Black Sea to take their capital. Even if I could get a path, it would just be so dull. Alright, an election is 38. He doesn't have a particularly positive trait, though. Well, I don't think there's any particular reason to keep him around. So we can keep this Republican tradition higher for just a tiny bit longer. We'll see if the next fella has a better trait. I am going to now take the opportunity, though, to tell you where we will go with our idea group. But being a republic, we will go with the best idea group there is, in general. Probably, maybe. The plutocratic idea set. That is great for republics. It's going to be some extra merc discipline and manpower, which we will be utilizing. Some extra morale of armies soon after, national unrest, merchant, goods produced, caravan power, manpower recovery, can't wait to do that. And the last one, burger loyalty, institution spread, is okay, but burger loyalty is very useful because you can keep them then always at the point where they're willing to give you that 10% discount, even when you start to revoke some of their privileges later. The plutocratic is the route we will be going here. And we are also in excess of mill points right now, so, we might as well get that opened. Or, now I'm like thinking about maybe we want economic, because I love opening with economic. The sooner you get that, the better. But the second idea group rolls around so quick. It's alright. The first 3 idea groups really roll around so quick. But we could open that up. Since we're not really relying on this merc discipline thing right now, though, I'm not even going to click it, though, until we need it. Also, because I just want to make sure we don't lose the innovativeness, because we're going to be behind on these techs for a tiny bit longer. After that, we should be able to keep up on techs. But right now, it's going to be a tight one. Alright, so do we keep them or not? Lose Republican tradition. How much Republican tradition do we need to complete this mission? We need to have at least 75, so that's fine. I mean, that's not a particularly damaging trait. No, let's switch them up. But let's get a good trait, not a this trait doesn't matter. We will, though, however, keep it at bureaucratic for now. Probably not re-elect him. The next guy will re-elect then. And keep him in power, assuming that he is okay. And he will be focused military then, so that we can get through that military idea group quicker. Sound like a good strategy, people? Yeah, otherwise you go military now. But I'm worried we're going to need this admin for some coring and to get that stability up. So let's keep it, yeah. It's only 3 years. He is 51 as well, so we actually wouldn't want to keep him anyhow. We can stop the drilling here. Looks like they already stopped, yes, because we of course lost our general, who was the leader. Bit of a shame, because he was had some good shock value, but that's alright. Let's make the new general. No, nothing spectacular, but as a starting general, he's well balanced. It's okay. Truces have ended. Oh, I clicked right over that. We'll go check what he is. Poland is now the papal controller. Well, nobody who concerns us. That's okay. I would love to have competed, but I just want this 100 so that I can get my stab up and do as I said earlier. Alright, our leader acquired a trait. Land leader shock. Shame I didn't make him a general a bit later when he would have benefited from that, but oh well. We're going to wait for their strength to get up a little bit. We lost another military guy. Pope has instituted a bull, institution embracement, and spread. Irrelevant for us. Yeah, the second military advisor we lost. We'll keep it on discipline then. Okay, well, you know what? Let's core this province. No, let's not. Indecisive evening. Almost at our capacity here. Let's bring this fort up. I didn't even really think of that. Though we haven't got the ship yet. It's not ready till August. I may wait till August then. Probably will. Nothing's gonna happen between then and now. Let me get 2 of my infantry in there. They will be the Corsica Expeditionary Force. We can load up here very soon. Oh no. I just saw their troops moving down and just saw that. We decline, we lose prestige and dip rep, but we are the ones who could definitely... We could just peace out separately and screw them over. Part of my language, I try to avoid that when recording. We will accept and move directly in. Unpause anything. I'm going to need 2 of these infantry off. We're just going to hope that we can take this siege and give him a general. We're going to give him this one though, of his infantry combat ability and his maneuver, which should help him get there a tiny bit faster, so that we can take the occupations. Foreign drill instructor. Lose some money, get some army professionalism, and another 50% cheaper advisor. Wow. Can't afford them both, though. Did we get there first? We will see. Recall that diplomat... it doesn't look like... yeah, maybe we did. We seem to have the lead in the fight. Alright, we've got a diplomat back here, too, who can work on improving relations with somebody else who is upset with us. Maybe Naples? They're awfully far away. Yeah. Probably nobody is really worth our time. Okay, let's give Bologna a shot then. They've got so many negative modifiers against us right now, but maybe it helps. Alright, we do have two guys there ready to head on out here. See if I can get them into Corsica in time. Merge up the troops who are here, see if they have the siege. We do. Good. Come on guys, get ashore before they build a troop there. Alright, we have occupied Milan. Bring our border forts up. Capital fort is irrelevant at this point in time. Who else are we at war against then because of this little thing? Cyprus, yeah. That's not going to happen. I'm not going over there. Alright, we managed to take Corsica as well. We can get our ships back before something happens to them. We get ourselves over there? Nope. Never know. Military access across a million provinces. Alright, army career. With the growth of our professional army, new career opportunities abound for those with ability and ambition. Burghers will lose some loyalty, but that is fine. 15 army tradition. Well, that is actually more of a debate then, because you have this this question. Army tradition decays. We are at 41 already. Impressive. Military professionalism does not decay. More of it would be beneficial. Losing 10... Yeah, I'm going to lose the 10 army tradition and take the professionalism. It really depends on what your immediate plans are. And I don't plan on like so many wars that I'll be able to keep that military tradition up. Alright, these guys are set. I think with the Savoyan Navy there, we should be able to utilize our fleet to get them back on shore. Yep, there we go. And we can even send them up to the main area. More truces have expired. We have a tech we can take. Finally, the next level of admin tech. Hooray, we had best take that right away before I'm tempted to use that admin power elsewhere. No, actually, because if we backstab Savoy, then we're gonna need that admin power. Yep. So we better hang on to it for just a couple months. Alright, Mantua is finally in the positives. Bologna is forever away. Forever. Let's get to the end of the year here. And then take a look at some things. Good. Alright, we can call them back from Mantua. And I want to see what they think about a peace deal. Just how far away we are. Very far. All this length of war stuff, which is going to make it very complicated to peace out before Savoy. But we may have to take just one province and be monitoring it for the moment that we can possibly peace them out. Let's work on relations with Ferrara so that they're nice and capped out. Modifiers expired, almost down to 100 here with our papal influence. Yay. I think this war is going to take so long we can actually take this admin tech. Excellent there, we are finally caught up. Also passed the Politico Umberendo Act. Tax and missionary strength? Sure. And now we just have to wait for the war score to accrue. Venice has announced us as their new rival. Unsurprising. Still have their alliance with Castile. Oh, this is going to be so hard to time. There we go. We are at 100 papal points. Let's get that staff point up. Gain 1 stability. Beatify local saint. That puts us at 0, which should mean this should end. Oh, at peace. We can't do it while we're at war. So we can't quite end that, which means we can't use our admin for stabbing up. But we don't have any admin anyways. This little war has kind of thrown us. Switzerland has claimed something from us. Any chance of getting my troops anywhere? Yeah, I mean, there's really no chance, but, you know. I wonder what Savoy thinks they're doing. They're not really going to trek their people all the way over there, are they? We have both the territories, actually, so we don't have to worry about them piecing out because they couldn't piece out or anything. We're not going to transfer occupation to them. You guys crazy. They're going to hate us, but should have chose them as our rival. That would have resolved this problem. Always go with who you really want as a rival. Don't go for second best. We are almost at our 30 minutes as well, and all you're going to be doing now is watching us accrue a war score. So we'll wait till the end of the year here. I'll check how it's looking. There we go, January 1st. Take our guy back from Ferrara. Go January 3rd. No. Can't even get one. I'm leaning that we're going to have to actually just accept one because it will never ever get that high. 18 more war score. I can do the math during the break. And sirens, if you can hear them. I've got pretty good windows in my place, but nonetheless, they're a particularly active evening. Alright, I think we'll wrap it up there then, because I don't really want to put you through waiting, and without much that we can do. I can let the clock go as I say goodbye, so we just let time continue to pass. And then when we start out the next episode, of course, there's always a few things I like to do for setup, and so we can, do those things. I'm wasting my diplomats here and not having them do anything. So we can send them up to some of the other neighbors, or we can actually see who would be upset here. Pretty much everybody, but we'll start with the top of the list. Switzerland, Trent still, Florence, Venice, Augsburg, and Bregenz. Alright, didn't we improve relations with them already, though? No, we didn't. Alright, so let's improve relations with them, and improve relations with Bregenz. Keep everybody who's a possible coalition in the future, if not in this war, in the future, nice and happy. Let the clock go, and when we start out next time, we'll keep letting the clock run while I take care of my first setup things where we build stuff and make new allies. Looks like France is getting ready for another war. Yeah, definitely. Yep, they just declared it on England. I wonder if they're going to call us in. Probably not, since we're at war. Game, I'd like to get a siege for them and help them out, purely out of the benevolence and kindness of my heart, not because I want favors, but oh well, that's okay. There'll be another opportunity. We have, I guess, more important things to do. We could build a production facility in Genoa as well, and in Milano. Let's build one there. Though I seem to recall that we have a construction discount coming up. We do if we get Milan up to 30 development. That could be a ways off. Let's not determine every building based on a potential one day maybe we get a discount hope, which we will. Make sure we see when that goes red, so we activate it. Another cheap promising trader. Wow. The Ottomans have canceled their military access. Alright. Diplotech, so we can take that too now and keep nice and up on our Diplotech. Excellent. I did then want to take a look here, since we're accruing so much money. Let us, yes, switch to this Morale of Armies guy. Why not? And we'll pass on, actually, the production efficiency fellows. Didn't we have one production? Oh, we had a trade efficiency. Gosh, we've got 50% advisors on every one of them. I mean, military is what we'll need the most if that's truly the route we are going for our first idea group. So we should, in principle, hire him. Let me run all the numbers in the break. So you don't have to, watch me get the pop the little calculator up on the screen here maybe, and we'll figure out which one of those to hire. I'd love to be able to hire them all. So I'll see how we run when we're at no army maintenance and port. Maybe we can make a big internal expansion push. We shall see. So these guys are getting nice and high. Smugglers run rampant. That's 10 years of less money. I usually like taking the hit right up front. Given, this is something, again, you'd have to do the math. How much trade money and how much tax money are you making every year? And then you do percentages. I'm thinking it's early enough in the game, actually, that this is actually less. See how much our income goes down here. From 594 to 90 cents. That would have been, about 10 a year. For 10 years, it is going to be that much more expensive. Probably about 20 extra ducats that we will be losing in the long term here now. That does alter the logic a little bit. Before we wrap up, well, now we'll just wait till the end of the year again, and I'll take one last look at how the war score is going here. Before we wrap up, there we go, January 2nd. Well, we have to bring somebody home anyways. In fact, I can even bring them both home because we don't need to get crazy with those relationships. Negative 75, that's still because the demands exceed war score. For one province, we're at negative 8. So that's getting there a little bit. I will do the math and see whether we can get 2 even. I don't think so, because only 11 more war score we could possibly get. Unless that length of war modifier disappears completely. You might as well watch a little bit of the math. Length of war is gone, 22, 54, demands exceed war score cost. 33, we can only get 11 more. It'll be a close one. It might just be possible, but I doubt it. Alright, take care then. A relatively straightforward episode. Wasn't a lot of interesting things happening. A little bit of our internal reorg, total geopolitical shift to the opposite side of Europe, and a new power block. So, little things like that will determine the entire fate of our country. And a war against Genoa that unfortunately Savoy beat us to because we were waiting for one ship to finish. Nonetheless, it doesn't really matter because we control the war goal and won't peace out until we can at least get one of those 2 provinces. I'd love to get them both, but that's going to be a stretch. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for joining me. Do like and subscribe should you feel so inclined. I appreciate it. And I will see you very soon. Ciao.